I am more angry with Chase Bank than I am with the scammers.
$59,000. Crystal did not ignore the alerts. She did not delay. She drove to 3 different Chase Bank branches in person, asking for help in real time. And the money still disappeared. Every single dollar. Gone. In 4.5 hours. But here is what made Crystal angrier than losing the money itself. In her own words,
I am more angry with Chase Bank than I am with the scammers because of how much Chase Bank failed us as a customer.
stay with me, because this one is going to change the way you think about access codes forever. Okay, so picture this. Crystal and her partner lived in North County, San Diego. Vista, Carlsbad, San Marcos. Ordinary routines. Bills paid on time. Savings built slowly over years of careful work. Money that was meant to last. She managed her accounts the way most people do now. Online, with alerts, access codes, the steady background assumption that the bank was watching. She had received legitimate security codes from Chase before, dozens of them. It was routine. It felt ordinary. Then, a Thursday afternoon call arrived. The caller said they were from Chase Bank. They had flagged suspicious activity, a Walmart purchase in Cleveland, Ohio, for over $2,000. They asked Crystal if she had made it.
And I explained, she said she wanted to know if that was a purchase that I had done. I said no, and she said, well, let me verify a few others. So she went and read off 3 other purchases that were actually my...
3 real transactions from her real account, read back to her accurately. That detail made everything feel legitimate, official, contained. Crystal was cautious. She involved her daughter.
She looked it up online first, and she said, yeah, it says it's a legitimate Chase account. And so I said, call it. She called it. They answered, this is Chase.
So I said, okay, it's gotta be okay. They had done everything right, verified the number, called it back, confirmed the greeting. Every check they ran came back clean. And then the access code arrived. Crystal received access codes from Chase constantly. It was part of modern banking. Normal. Expected. She described what she saw when the code arrived.
I get access codes from Chase. She sent me the access code. I looked at it. It followed through the threads of about 30 other access codes that I have that are from Chase. It all has the same exact number on the top of it. So I went ahead and proceeded with it and gave her the access code.
The sender number matched. The format matched. The thread matched 30 previous legitimate codes. There was no visual cue that anything was different. She read the code aloud, and that was the moment everything shifted. What Crystal could not see, but would soon learn, was that the second that code left her mouth, control over her accounts transferred to someone else. Transfers began almost immediately. Money moved in ways she had not authorized, but which appeared internally consistent to the bank's own systems. She realized something was wrong. She stopped the call. She dialed the number on the back of her card. She was told to go to a branch immediately. Crystal left within minutes. She drove to the Carlsbad branch. She explained there was active fraud on her account. She needed an immediate freeze. Nobody could act fast enough. She drove to Vista, then San Marcos. At each branch, employees tried. Calls were made. Systems were accessed. Hold music played. Details were repeated from the beginning. Screens refreshed. At one point, she spent close to an hour with a single teller trying to reach the right department. And then came the sentence that cut through everything. A representative told her a $49,500 wire transfer had been initiated from her account. The money was already moving. That was the moment panic arrived. From the first fraudulent action to the eventual account freeze, 4.5 hours passed. During that window, more than $59,000 was taken. Crystal and her partner would later say, if the account had been frozen in the first few minutes, when she first asked, the wire would never have gone through. Even a freeze at the second branch could have changed everything. Wire transfers, Chase later explained, are treated as final payments. Once sent, they are rarely recovered. The system is designed for speed and certainty, not reversals. Here is what this case teaches you right now. First, never share an access code with anyone who called you. Not even if the number matches. Not even if the greeting sounds official. Not even if the code appears in the same thread as 30 legitimate codes before it. The moment you share that code, the door opens. That is the entire operation right there. Second, if you suspect active fraud on your account, do not wait for hold music. Walk into a branch immediately and use these exact words. I believe there is active fraud on my account and I need an emergency freeze right now. Say it to the first person you see. Do not get redirected. Do not accept a callback. Stand there until someone acts. Third, if your bank cannot freeze your account fast enough, escalate immediately. Ask for a supervisor. Ask for the fraud department direct line. Call the number on the back of your card simultaneously. Every minute matters when a wire is in motion. Crystal and her partner filed reports with Chase. They contacted the FBI. They consulted lawyers. The investigation continues. The money has not been returned. Life looks similar on the surface. Bills still arrive. Errands still get done. But the sense of stability that comes with decades of careful saving, that has been altered. Trust in phone calls, in access codes, in the idea that help is immediately available when you need it most. That trust is gone. And it does not come back the way money sometimes can. Crystal said she would never have thought this could happen to her. Most people don't. That is exactly what these operations depend on. If this case hit close to home, drop it in the comments. Have you received a call like this? Has someone you love been through something similar? Tell us. Your words are the warning someone else needs before it reaches them. And if you are not subscribed yet, do it now. Every day we trace a different case exactly like this one. How it started, how it escalated, and exactly what you need to know before it reaches your door. Hit subscribe. Turn on notifications. I will see you in the next one.